Silas's story begins in December of 2009. He was born, and after a litany of issues, he was hospitalized. Ultimately, about 6 months, he was diagnosed with a very rare recessive disease, spinal muscular atrophy with respiratory distress. And it was at that point, we learned that his life and his care would basically have to be minute to minute for the rest of his life. And we came home and we started a new life.
We rely heavily on our private duty nursing care, and in addition to the nursing care, Silas received respite nursing hours through a program called the Ventilator Assisted Children's Home Program. He received the hours for 7 years of his life, along with 900 other children in the state of Pennsylvania. And for still unknown reasons, that program was dissolved in September. And that's when we became intimately associated with Nancy Murray from Achieva. It wasn't until Nancy became involved in the situation and took it under her wing that the wheels of bureaucratic gridlock started moving, and we were able to get people in the government to listen to what we had to say on behalf of Silas.
You try to fight those days, but you have days of frustration, and and then the really bad ones, a little bit of hopelessness enters in, because and I think so much of that is driven by the inability to get answers, and Achieva and Nancy were just I can't speak highly enough as far as the comfort they provided in steering us in the right direction, knowing that you have an advocate.
And you would think that having a child who's unable to breathe on their own, having a child whose disability is so severe, that people would listen to you when you have concerns, but that's not the case. People just, I don't know, it seems as if sometimes people don't care because it doesn't affect them.
Well, thankfully not all people. And I think that's the happy ending to this story, is that we've come to a point where we feel like we have an advocate in Achieva that we feel at the end of the day is on our side.